Welcome to the Flybubble Paragliding channel.
We are free flight experts and equipment specialists helping you get the best flying experience.
The Symphonia turns really well. It's getting into the climb quickly, progressively, and feeling really good, getting good, feels like it wants to go up well. And considering I'm actually flying this wing at the top of the weight range, it's 55 to 75, and I weighed in at 75 and a bit this morning, so...
Okay, excellent. So you're flying it heavier loaded. And today is the kind of day where it's, I mean, you're saying there's good thermals, but it's very stable, isn't it? Quite small, punchy, and it's very, there's like a strong inversion, isn't there? So you're kind of like having to really turn tightly in the core to actually stay in the lift. So could you get a feeling with other gliders a bit on the glide, how it seemed to be gliding?
Yeah, well, I certainly was noticing a very good glide in comparison to others. I mean, there's a sort of variety of different wings on the hills.
Yeah, so there was you were flying next to a guy on a Yota 2, and also Ozone Delta 4, which is the C-class glider, so you're flying against some high performance wings.
And I certainly wasn't noticing that I was losing out. In fact, felt like I was actually climbing, considering where I am in the weight range, right at the top. I was climbing very well and climbing past some of the high Bs. So
could be that on a day like today with the small punchy cores, you're climbing because you can turn really tightly. You can, with a lower aspect ratio that the Symphonia 2 has, that you can really turn tightly. And today's the kind of day you've got to turn right in the lift, haven't you? Or if you go wide of the lift, you're actually in the sink. You're falling in and out of it, whereas you're able to dial right up on the core, aren't you?
Yeah, and it does. The Symphonia wants to turn tightly. You can get it in, and what's also nice is that it punches through some of the sort of snottier bits and stuff like that. It actually kind of just smooths that out a little bit when it feels a little bit more bouncy, and you've got that reassurance because it's a high A. But I feel like you've definitely got the performance, but you've got that nice safety feeling as well, and reassurance from that. But the wing, not dull, gives very good feedback, and the handling is very, very sweet. Actually, I would say quite precise as well. I'm finding when because I'm trying to get into those thermals and turn quite tightly, it's allowing me to do that. I found the same as well. Precision.
Today is a kind of bit hit and miss on the lift, but if you could turn nicely in the bits of lift, couldn't you? It was, and as long as the glider does need to go up well and turn nicely and glide well, because there's quite sinky bits and a headwind in between, but it seems to do really well. So do you think, in terms of its performance compared to sort of other wings of average levels, you know, there's A, high A, low B, mid B, high B, I think in that sort of area?
Well, I think you're getting, I think the beauty of something like the Symphonia 2 is that you are getting something that is almost, it's low to mid B performance, but with safety of the A, and that's what we found with the original Symphonia. And wow, they've improved. You know, Hannes has, hats off, he's improved the Symphonia and developed it onto the Symphonia 2 to really give it that, still got that edge. And in fact, I actually prefer the Symphonia 2 to the Symphonia. I like the feeling and handling of it more so than I did when I think and reflect back on the Symphonia. I think the Symphonia 2's got nicer handling, and felt like I got more connection with it.
Yes, I agree. So I thought the Symphonia 1 in its time was amazing when it first came out. It, for me, revolutionised the A-class, and in terms of everything, performance and the handling and everything. But now it seems like the Symphonia 2 has taken it up another step, which is pretty impressive.